Hey, what's up, Georgia here? This one's gonna be on Kentucky. I'm gonna keep going with this knifeaid.com. Uh, okay. Uh, this is for the knife pocket knife enthusiast. He was curious about like laws regarding owning and carrying knives in Kentucky. Uh, 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 pre-emission knife laws in Kentucky. Law is legal concept that prevents local governments from passing laws or ordinance that are more restrictive than state laws. Some protection against local ordinance exists, but it's not a complete pre-emission, meaning cities and counties may have their own restrictions regarding knives. Uh, Pocket knives are small, easy to carry bold knives commonly allowed in Kentucky. Generally, with blades under 4 inches long, are legal for ownership and carry in the state. Uh, Examples like Swiss Army knife, multi tools, and traditional slip joints. Switchblades or automatic knives are also allowed in Kentucky with no restrictions on blade length. Uh, uh, Popular switchblade varieties are like the OTF switchblades, butterflies, switchblades, stilettos, and spring assisted folders. Butterfly knives are also permitted in Kentucky with no specific limitations on blade length. These unique folding blades feature two handles that counter rotate along the tang, appear like a solid piece when closed. Uh, Kentucky does not prohibit any specific type of knife, which means switchblades, ballistic knives, or gravity knives and butterfly knives are all legal to own and carry in the state. However, a knife in a manner that causes fear in another person could result in charges of menacing or terroristic threatening. Open carry of a knife is legal with no restrictions on the types of knives allowed and where they can be carried, except for like schools and such. Uh, Kentucky permits the concealed carry of any kind of knife or individuals who are 21 years or older without the need of a concealed weapons permit. For those under 21, the law allows concealed carry of ordinary pocket knife or hunting knife. Uh, Law does not state a specific age requirement for purchasing or owning a knife. Therefore, minors can technically own a knife, but it is recommended that minors should have permission from an adult or a guardian to carry a knife, especially in public areas. Local ordinance across Kentucky cities and counties regarding knife possession can vary. For example, Louisville and Lexington, they may be specific ordinance related to knife possession. It's critical to familiarize yourself with like local laws and stuff. Uh, Knife laws are quite lenient with no specific types of knives prohibited. Using any knife in a way that could cause alarm to others may lead to charges. Penalties for such offenses depend on the severity of the act and the resultant charges. Uh, you can carry a knife for self-defense in Kentucky. However, it's important to note that the force used in self-defense should be proportionate to the perceived threat. Kentucky does not specifically prohibit felons from owning or carrying knives. Uh, Circumstances can vary. Felons can generally advise to consult with a legal professional before carrying a knife or other potential weapon. Okay. Kentucky law does not specify a maximum length of a knife blade that can be carried. However, using a knife in a way that could cause fear or alarm be the charges. While there is no explicit age limit mentioned in Kentucky laws for knife ownership or carrying, minors have permission for an adult or guardian before carrying a knife, especially in public areas. Switchblades, include automatic knives, are legal in Kentucky with no specific restrictions on blade. Uh, Butterflies are not illegal. They are legal to own, carry, buy, sell, or manufacture within the state. Gravity knives are illegal in Kentucky. State law does not prohibit any specific type of knife. Automatic knives are legal. Laws do not impose restrictions on the ownership or carrying of any type of knives. Okay. Uh, Kentucky's laws and definitions can be found in the Kentucky Penal Code and other relevant statutes. Here are some key references. KRS 500.080, a definition for the Kentucky Penal Code defines deadly weapon to include certain types of knives, including ordinary pocket or hot knives. KRS 527.020 code discusses carrying concealed deadly weapons such uh, which includes knives. KRS 237.109 authorization to carry concealed deadly weapons without a license, effective June 27, 2019, permitting persons age 21 or older to carry concealed deadly weapons, including knives, without a license. Here's some couple of significant court cases. Bliss versus Commonwealth. This case refers to a conviction under the Act about concealed carry of weapons, including large knives, marking a significant moment in Kentucky's history concerning concealed carry laws. Morris versus Commonwealth, a murder case involving a Bowie knife that reflects the implications of knife possessions and use in criminal activities. Ricks versus Commonwealth. This case, mentioned alongside Morris versus Commonwealth, is likely another significant case involving knives. Summary of the case. Right now, it's not currently available. Timeline of major changes. 2013. The Kentucky legislature enacted the pre-emission knife law, unifying state knife laws by eliminating conflicting multiple ordinances and thus mitigating knife restrictions implemented by cities like Louisville. 2016, a knife ban repeal bill was introduced on January 24th, aimed at ensuring consistent enforcement of state knife laws through Kentucky. 2019, Kentucky adopted a constitutional carry statute effective 207, allowing anyone 21 or older to carry any type of knife, open or concealed, eliminating most possessions and carry restrictions for this individuals. Uh, well, that's pretty good. And like always, I ain't no attorney. I'm no expert. Just put it out there, state by state. Uh, I just gotta get more detail for your state laws. If you want me to do like, as always, if you want me to go to more detail, just leave it in the comments. Always like and share. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell when I put the new ones out. Y'all take care.